Demons lurking, you Twitter searching behind them curtains without a purpose. Bread and circus, just peep the verses. Every time an evil surface, living out these evil curses. I see my people hurting. COVID got these people nervous. It's a damn shame, can't even walk in the store without a mask on. I'm a wise man, mad printer. Pressure won't last long term. Happy I be driving something heavy. Can't lose focus, I'm ready. How we gotta fight these demons? Whole lot of niggas being bitches. Whole lot of bitches being petty. Black, Hispanic, Native, we all niggas. One West, home, money killers. Even though they hate me, they gon' feel us. Fuck them other niggas, we the realest. And we ain't never scared. Just pay attention, my nigga. Here comes the circus once they give you your bread. All this bullshit I ain't feeling it. Gotta peep game, be vigilant. All of my niggas stay diligent. Everything I rap, we living it. And I'm a prophesy until all of my people rise. Just open up your eyes, pay attention. They get you, pay attention to the bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. You try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. You try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. Voting for the lesser, two evils is nonsense. Social media keep you distracted with foolish content. You keep scrolling, the week folding. Since 1969, we hold it down and keep rolling. Rolling hard with battle scars from proven soldiers. My people destroyed, corrupted venom from these wicked cobras. Until it's over, gotta man up. Kwame Yashala, they shooting us with our hands up. Don't fucking cowards, prince of the power, but I ain't shit without my team. We hit the scene and stay prepared to meet the king. Sword in our hand, ready to stand, ready to fight. Ready to kill it for all my brothers. I give my life. It's a time to fish and it's a time to hunt. Stay on no, put down a blunt. Know what you trying to stun. Gotta keep ready for the battlefront. That's how they trap you and distract you with the bread and circus. But you can't see cause you too blind behind the curtains. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they get you. Just pay attention to the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus. That's how they trap you. Try to distract you with the bread and the circus. Bread and the circus.
Whose possesses slave them, possesses them, own us, murder us. That's what it means to slay somebody. It means to kill them without empathy, man, or consideration. To slay us. Go ahead. And hold themselves not guilty. And hold themselves not guilty like this piece of garbage right
What's the agenda, you niggas, cowards and pretenders? White flag to the white man, you surrender. Just remember, wicked niggas love to hang with sinners. Shit is disgusting to think it's cool to switch genders. Bruce Jenner. Babylon is falling and one West is prevalent. Boots, lace, warbands on, we in our element. It's evident they killing how they evident. Coward murderers, I pray the Lord send a pestilence and cause famine, wreak havoc and cause damage. Coronavirus shook up the earth, now watch them all panic. Fighting through these curses that we live in. Prepare slaughter, complete the order when it's given. These crackers crumble, we humble their activity. For it is written that they shall go into captivity. These devils for their war crimes. Sell your garments and get a sword. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. Out of one car when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. Out of one car when it's wartime.
Your music can be stopped by a gun. They'll call a gun to come and kill you over your music. That's the world that you living in, man.
Con out of one con when it's wartime. Can't be lukewarm, gotta make up your mind. If you ain't heard nothing, you better hit this rhyme. When it go don't have to be with your kind. Ain't no laughing, ain't no joking on the battlefield. If you don't follow the order, you could get us all killed. Ain't no thing to grab the Glock and burst and squeeze mine. You gon' learn to do it, not the second, but the first time. 223, 308, AR-15 rifle. Born with the dragon like I'm the Archangel Michael. I got hand grenades, I pull the pin and throw it at you quicker. I can say a prayer and some evil curses. Now you sit and do what the Lord tell us to do. Babylon before I'm gonna do it. Saul didn't do it, and I'm all. It's time to kill, not heal. It's time to break them down. Know who you are. Ain't no time to love. It's time to hate these heathens. Time for war.
Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want car when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want car when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I don't car when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want car when it's wartime.
Even though you in the ghetto, even though you poor, even though you suffering, even though you ain't had a good education, even though you got the weight of the most powerful empire in the world on your neck, God is going to come and stop every bit of it. He's going to shut it down.
All right, we're going to play one more before we get started.
Paranoid, I can't sleep. I'm feeling paranoid. I can't eat. I'm so paranoid. I'm so paranoid. I'm really paranoid. I'm fucking paranoid. Prepare slaughter for all these wicked bastards. They got a target on us. We the ones they coming after. What a disaster when they blast us. They be filled with laughter. This only happens cause we wanna join hands with Massa. I'm tired of seeing my people fall like dominoes. It's a perpetual hatred. They diabolical. That's why they gotta go. We living in Babylon. I'm just trying to clear my mind. I'm riding in this Avalon. Cops me, I hear them sirens. Will I die by the hands of these murderers and tyrants? And if so, bear me a fucking soldier. That's why these devils got a down. Tired of looking over my shoulder. I'm paranoid. Paranoid. I can't sleep. I'm feeling paranoid. I can't eat. I'm so paranoid. I'm so paranoid. I'm really paranoid. I'm fucking paranoid. Paranoid. I can't sleep. I'm feeling paranoid. I can't eat. I'm so paranoid. I'm so paranoid. I'm really paranoid. I'm fucking paranoid. Our neighborhoods get gentrified. Killing us is genocide. Even if we put our hands up, we feel we finna die. They're killing us like George Floyd. All sin we must avoid. Every time I see a cracker cop, I'm feeling paranoid in Maine. That's a damn shame. I thank the Lord he put me in a position that could change. And even though my people looking strange, when I explain how the white man the devil, we gotta break them chains. We've been deceived with a lot of tricks. Try to distract us with the bread and the circus given through politics. Until that old serpent get destroyed, I gotta watch my back, cause these devils got me paranoid. Paranoid. I can't sleep. I'm feeling paranoid. I can't eat. I'm so paranoid. I'm so paranoid. I'm really paranoid. I'm fucking paranoid. Paranoid. I can't sleep. I'm feeling paranoid. I can't eat. I'm so paranoid. I'm so paranoid. I'm really paranoid. I'm fucking paranoid. Man, there's a certain feeling you get when you see them red and blue flashing lights behind you when you drive and minding your business. You feel like it could be your last day on this earth. We can't even sit in our living room and eat a bowl of ice cream without getting shot dead, you understand? These are the curses we living out as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. But the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, we the solution, man. You understand? The day will come when the Lord will have his vengeance. My people, endure to the end and be strong.
What's
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the amazing Commander General YAHANNA. This is I.S.U.P.K Wednesday law class. And today we're going to cover a very viral topic, man. You know, what current events that's going on right now and all types of things that's, pretty much, surrounding this event, with these series of events, you know what I'm saying? And everybody got their opinions and everything or whatever. But today we're going to talk about, the title of the class is Wicked Women Separate the Sons from the Fathers. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American people are we're the only nation on earth that, you know what I'm saying, that don't have a complete household. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The father's not in the house. And when the father's not in the house, you know what I'm saying? The kids are pitted against each other. You know what I'm saying? They're pitted against either parent. You know what I'm saying? Most likely, sometimes it's the father. You know what I'm saying? That's the outcast. You know what I'm saying? So like, give me 1 second. Yeah, go ahead, grab a mic. So you can help a brother read. All right, so lucky about that. All right, so back to the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? So, we've been plagued with not having a complete family or complete household because of the systems of this world. You know what I'm saying? And our women clinging to that system, you know what I'm saying, to create that system being the father in the household versus the Black man, the Hispanic man, or the Native American man. You know what I'm saying? We got Planned Parenthood. We got, you know what I'm saying, child support, CPS, all type of things is going on right now. You know what I'm saying? That's geared and that's set against, you know what I'm saying, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like when a white man or an oppressor gets pulled over by the cops, you know what I'm saying, and he get caught with a doobie or he get caught with some type of drugs in his car, and he has a kid or something in the back seat, they don't call CPS. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna let him go. Let bygones be bygones. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Mr. Rabitowitz, you know what I'm saying? I know you're stressing at your job, you know what I'm saying? I know you need that reefer, you know what I'm saying, to calm down. The world is stressful on you, you know what I'm saying? You may need help. This is your coping mechanism. We understand you. But with the Israelite, you can have some ashes in your tray. And when they pull you over, they're gonna hold you there, the backup gonna come, and then when backup come, CPS is coming. Because you got somebody in the back seat, got a kid strapped in the car seat in the back seat, CPS is automatically on the way. You know what I'm saying? And those CPS agents, you know what I'm saying, most of them, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, they can't wait to take your kid away. You know what I'm saying? They can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I had some some friends, you know what I'm saying, Most High in Christ, that they ended up quitting the job because, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't in them to separate, you know what I'm saying, their children, you know, these people's children away from their families, you know what I'm saying, or their fathers. You know what I'm saying? I want to, well, before I start off with this one, I want to start with, well, yeah, I start Ecclesiastes 7:26. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, and one of the other things that's going on right now too is, you know, everybody's talking about this Roe versus Wade thing. You know what I'm saying? Roe versus Wade was, you know, a sister that was, I don't know, well, not a sister. It was a woman that was raped and ended up getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, you know, by her getting pregnant by somebody that she raped, you know, that she was raped by, you know what I'm saying, she didn't want to keep the child. You know what I'm saying? So this legislation made it okay for women to, you know, to abort, you know, pregnancies, you know what I'm saying, due to, you know what I'm saying, you know, she was raped and she don't want the child. But now, you know what I'm saying, it's, you know, if you don't want the child at all, you know what I'm saying, you can, you know what I'm saying, like, even if you met this dude in the club, you know what I'm saying, you was feeling about, oh, you got money, you got this, I like the way you dance, whatever have you. You know what I'm saying, you saw fit to lay with him, you know what I'm saying, and now, you know what I'm saying, he ended up getting you pregnant. Now you don't want the kid because you don't want to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? That's what that comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? A man in the military does not go in the war thinking he's not gonna get shot. You know what I'm saying? Most men in the military, you know what I'm saying, they already got their farewell letters written already before they even drop out the plane. Hey man, if something happened to me, they give it to their battle buddy. Hey man, if something happened to me, get this to my wife. You know what I'm saying? Hey, same here. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to me, get this to my wife. You know, tell her I love her. You know what I'm saying? You know, your boy Bubba Gump. You know what I'm saying? I want to go home. You know what I'm saying? All he was thinking about was shrimping. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? About what are you getting yourself into? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to situations like that. You know what I'm saying? You got that for me? Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets in her hands.
Go back. Read that slow one more time.
Okay. And I find more bitter than death the women whose heart.
So right there says, and I find more bitter than death the woman. So it's more pleasing to die than to deal with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Whose heart is snares and nets, because you know what I'm saying. You know, she you know, the woman is pretty much the most powerful thing, you know what I'm saying, next to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You know, she can get a man to do anything. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to, you know, intimacy, she has the upper hand. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a man to do anything if you apply a little intimacy. You know what I'm saying? But when, you know what I'm saying, that intimacy, you know, comes, you know, with a child or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's when the tables turn. You know what I'm saying? Some women love so hard to where, you know what I'm saying, if they get hurt, they start hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are very vindictive. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to get back. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you hurt me? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hurt you 10 times worse, and I'm gonna make you feel it. I'm gonna let you know it was me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say, for instance, in the world, you know what I'm saying, when your girlfriend found out that you was, you know, cheating with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So what's she gonna do? She gonna date your homeboy that you work out with, play football together with. You know what I'm saying? And like you grew up with him and everything. Like she's gonna hurt you and date him. You know what I'm saying? And let it be known. Call you out. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much publicly embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? Get back at you. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to that's the low blow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with this subject, you know what I'm saying? All right, keep going. My bad. Go ahead.
Heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands.
Mm-hmm.
Whose pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
All right, now so it says, "Whoso pleases God shall escape from her." You know what I'm saying? So you would escape one of those wicked women. You know what I'm saying? That they always trying to fight on you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know you ain't supposed to hit them back. You know what I'm saying? You know they ain't. Well, I can hit him, he can't hit me back. And as soon as you do, you know what I'm saying? You got the SWAT team knocking down your door. You know what I'm saying? But a man that pleases God, you know what I'm saying, would escape from that. But if you a sinner, you know what I'm saying, you will be taken by her. You'll be wowed by her. You know what I'm saying? You'll see her in the club and be like, yeah, that's her right there. And you gonna, you know, spit your little game, and you know what I'm saying? And then she gonna let you know that she crazy, that she ain't the one to be messed with. You sure you want to mess with me? You sure you want to talk to me? You know what I'm saying? That's one of the red flags right there. You sure? Why me? She let you know, hey, something go wrong in this mission. I'm telling you, I'm hitting the red button and I'm blowing everything up. But you know what I'm saying? You want her so bad. Oh, girl, you know, I want you because you know you beautiful, you smart, you blah blah this, woo woo this, woo woo that. You know what I'm saying? You sweet talk her to death, and then she say, all right. And then she just, you know, that's your woman. But then you start doing something outside the agreement or whatever she think in her head. That's when it's on in your life. That's when she detaches herself from you. You know what I'm saying? She start doing all type of stuff against your wishes. You know what I'm saying? She start spending your money. You know what I'm saying? Going out with her girlfriend. Now she ain't out with her girlfriends like that. But now she going out with her girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? She picking fights with you. She done tow your car up. You know what I'm saying? Now you got y'all got kids. So now, you know what I'm saying, she picks fights with you to get you riled up, to get you arrested. You know what I'm saying? I remember one of the times, you know, when I was incarcerated, I'm sitting here next to a brother. He was like, man, what they lock you up for? He say, man, man, I was in there frying some fish, frying some chicken, minding my own business. And he had his phone on the counter, and it was a text from another female, and his woman went off. She went off on him, started hitting him, slapping him, pushing him. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, a man is going to either try to stop all that or defend themselves. So he said, man, all I did was just grab her arms and just pushed her away. She hit the refrigerator and she slid down. She didn't hurt herself, but she called the cops. You know what I'm saying? When they call the cops, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the black neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? They send the young black gung-ho. They can't wait to catch a nigga doing something. They send them to the black neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Because they can run fast, jump high, and if somebody try to escape, they can catch them. And please, master. You know what I'm saying? So you got a young cops come up to the door, and you know she looking good, she pretty, and he hit me, and I want him out of my house. So you know that cop he think he finna get in the door. He like, oh yeah, the man, this man out the door, I can move in on her. So guess what? I'm finna pull this to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to rectify the situation first. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to, you know, oh, okay, well, whose name the lease is in? Okay, well, sir, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had a dispute. Okay, well, maybe you want to just leave for the night. You know, you got somewhere to go, you know, just go leave for the, oh no, he going to jail tonight. I got you, sweetheart. he going to jail tonight. So now you done put this man's name in the system to where his name is tarnished to where he can't get the job that you would like him to get. You know what I'm saying? So now the cycle starts over. You know what I'm saying? Because you was already complaining about money. You was already complaining about, you know what I'm saying, your living situation. You know what I'm saying? But he can't do it now because you tarnished his name. You know what I'm saying? He had an interview lined up at this oil company. You know what I'm saying? Making 70, maybe 80, $90,000 a year. But because you can't control your temper, you know what I'm saying? You can't be a lady of distinction and submission. You acted like a straight dragon, you know what I'm saying, and tarnished the whole household. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, once that happens, now the kids come into play. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can't see your son no more. Or you can't see your daughter no more. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, because I mean, most kids, you know, I mean, most fathers, man, they love their kids. You know what I'm saying? Most relationships sever because, you know, of course, the man and the woman can't agree, and you know, and they separate, they part ways. But that don't mean that the man still don't want to deal with his kids. And in some cases, you know what I'm saying, it's better off just to leave all of them alone because and that's in that man's mind. You know, this is not, you know, what I'm saying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave all alone because if I try to deal with her, you know, she gonna do the most. You know what I'm saying? That's how some men think. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, I can't deal with my kids because if I try to deal with my kids, like she's gonna do the most. Like she's gonna try to control the narrative. Like she's gonna do this, she's gonna do that. She's gonna bring this other man around, you know what I'm saying, and try to play daddy and throw it in my face. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not wrapped too tight myself. You know, and if I see that, you know what I'm saying, then me and old boy, we get into it now. Both our name tarnished. Or one of us gonna have a toe tag because I'm gonna end up killing him. He gonna end up killing me. Or that cop that came earlier gonna take both of us to jail. And then moving in. You know what I'm saying? Now he daddy. This the positive father figure that I wanted in my son's life anyway. A cop. But he's an adulterer now. You know what I'm saying? All right, give me Ecclesiasticus. My pocket for that. Ecclesiasticus out the pocket. Yeah. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 20.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to quiet a man.
All right, it says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the age. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever try to climb up a sandy hill or whatever, like you'll probably take 1 foot up and slide back down. It's gonna take you a long time to get up a sandy way. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it says, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Man, you gotta do. He quiet. He not. You know what I'm saying? He not. You know, confrontational or nothing, man. He just trying to, you know, do his part. You know what I'm saying? And you tear him down every moment you get. Well, you ain't no man. You ain't this. You ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Because you looking at somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You looking at somebody else's family. You know what I'm saying? You know, the man got a good job. You know what I'm saying? He buying the wife, you know, all type of things. You know what I'm saying? Got her a car, but you know, you tearing your man down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no man. You ain't bought me this. You ain't bought me that. You making it stressful for that man. You making it real hard for him to have the motivation to go out and get a better job. You know what I'm saying? You making it hard for him to want to come home to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, you just don't know how many men do overtime at work just not to go home. Or they spend times at bars, like they don't even buy drinks at the bar. They just sit at the pool hall all day, or they sit at the barbershop all day because they don't want to be home with you. Because you always tearing them down. You always got something to say. You always unhappy about something. What have you done to change the situation? Why don't you just try to motivate him? You want that power couple status? Well, do what Beyonce do. She go out and work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she rap and she sing about independent women, but at the same time, she making money doing it. She making your money doing it. And then she go home to her man and like, baby, we can build this empire even greater. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you sitting at the house with a smock on, smoking a cigarette, and complaining all damn day.
Drinking damn mimosas.
Yeah, drinking mimosas. You know what I'm saying? Talking to your girlfriends, sneak texting another man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, big head on Facebook. Where you been? Pull up. He finna go to work in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Doing all type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's one of the reasons why, you know what I'm saying, like men start to, kind of stay away because they don't want to deal with all that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, you know what I'm saying, that a father would do that to his children. You know what I'm saying, stay away, because he don't want to deal with her. But that's the reality we live in. You know what I'm saying? Just think about some of the reunion stories you would hear of people that met their father for the first time or seen their father again, 10, 15 years down the line, and they mad at the daddy. And you left us, and blah 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 blah. You ain't no father, and where was you? And blah 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 blah. Let me explain. No, I don't want to hear that, daddy. You left mama alone, and blah 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 blah. And then they found out that they tried every day to come see you. They gave money every time they was able to, you know what I'm saying, for you to, get clothes or food or whatever. But your mother never told you that. You know what I'm saying? Every time you tried to come over, she had 2-3 dudes over there waiting to fight you or shoot you. Or the cops were waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? She done already sent you to jail 1 time or 2 times when they were together. So one more time, you know what I'm saying? It's already documented that you abusive, quote unquote, because she done lied. You know what I'm saying? That you're abusive, and then they catch you over there one more time, you done. So now you gotta tiptoe, you know what I'm saying, around, and hopefully one day she'll let you see your kids or whatever. But she done moved on, you know what I'm saying? But she only did that to hurt you. She know that you would give your life for your kids before her. You would choose your kids before her. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, that you would still be in your kid's life even though you will be with another woman. That's what she don't want to. That's what she don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? But she can put you away and then put another man in your kid's life and make you look at it and make you suffer with that. That is a wicked woman, man. Very wicked. And then you wonder why your kids don't respect you when you get older. Because once they find out that, you know what I'm saying, you was the reason why they daddy wasn't around, now they start looking at you crazy. You know, well, y'all just know the whole story and blah, blah. Yeah, we know the whole story. We talked to daddy. You was the one hurt. You put him out and you kept him away. Now you do got situations where the man just up and left, and then the Lord just dealt with him accordingly. You know what I'm saying? You do have situations where the man just left, you know what I'm saying, because he really wanted to put the woman away anyway. You know what I'm saying? So when the child came, that was his, oh yeah, I got to get out of here before You know what I'm saying? You do have situations like that. I'm not just gonna sit here and just say that, you know, we don't, but we do. But this class is about the wicked women that keep their kids away from keep their sons away from their daughter. Why? You know what I'm saying? And why I say sons is because the sons are the ones that's supposed to rebuild this nation. You know what I'm saying? The sons are the ones that's going to be in the army of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So keeping a son away from a father, you know what I'm saying? It severs, or it keeps him from learning what the father, you know what I'm saying, has teach him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in the UPK, like we teach our sons the law, statutes, and commandments. We teach them that we serve the people. You know what I'm saying? You honor your mother and father. You know what I'm saying? You continue to do the work of the Lord. So when he gets older, he's gonna just pick up where I left off. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you know what I'm saying, what, you know, when in the world, you know what I'm saying, okay, well, yeah, your daddy wasn't nothing but a gangster. And blah blah this and blah blah that. Okay, cool. But that father could have turned his life around. You know what I'm saying? No matter what type of lifestyle that father was in, he still needs to be around his son. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You know what I'm saying? So give me Proverbs 11. Proverbs 11 and verse 22. Let me get that with you. You got it?
Proverbs 11, verse 22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion.
All right. It says, as a jewel of gold and a swine's, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's pretty much like, you know, you put a jewel in a pig's snout. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So is a fair woman without discretion. You know, so is a fair woman, you know, like a beautiful woman. You know what I'm saying? A beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in society today, you know what I'm saying? You know, some people teach that the woman is God. You know what I'm saying? So with that mentality, you know what I'm saying, most men, you know, they emasculate themselves and put her on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? So that way you got to do whatever, you know, she say do. You know, she got to say so. That's why it's coming now that the man's supposed to provide. The man's supposed to do everything. The man's supposed to pay the bills. The man's supposed to do this. The man's supposed to do that. What the woman's supposed to do? What do we need you for if we got to do all that? You know what I'm saying? It's no scripture in the Bible, because the Christian church teach that too, that the man's supposed to provide. You know what I'm saying? Pay the bills and all that. There's no scripture in the Bible that says that the man's supposed to do that. Yeah, it says that you're supposed to protect. You know what I'm saying? Provide guidance. You know what I'm saying? Lead. You know what I'm saying? According to the scriptures, teach, correct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're supposed to do that. But pay all the bills. So that means you got to go to work, pay all the bills. You got to do all that stuff. Now you listen to Cardi B, you know what I'm saying? She don't cook or clean. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got. It's some WAP. Yeah. That's all. That's it. I mean, that to you that might be a prize, but that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's the ratio to women to men. It's like 12 to 1 or 16 to 1. So for every male, it's 12 to 16 women. It's a lot of y'all. I can take my pick. You know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing to offer than what she got. It's like that. If I'm supposed to provide for everything, but in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, Proverbs, you know, because everybody, you know, they all want to claim that they're Proverbs 31 woman. A Proverbs 31 woman, she was the go-getter. You know what I'm saying? She went out and got everything. She provided finances. You know what I'm saying? She made her man look good in the streets. Not the other way around. Because if all you got is a banging body and a pretty face, you have nothing. You have nothing. Because I can turn around that corner right there and find somebody with a better body and a prettier face. You know what I'm saying? And then when I find it, that's when you get mad. Because your competition is a threat now. You know what I'm saying? Like your most valuable thing that you can offer is being compromised. Because that's nothing. Now, if you was making biscuits from scratch, being the best wife that you can, giving me a reason not to, you know what I'm saying? Then, okay, you got a little value. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, of course, you know, a man can have more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? But world, you know, the women don't see it like that. So that's how they end up being vindictive and want to tap men down. You know what I'm saying? Because for far too long they've been told that, you know, they supposed to be worshiped. You know what I'm saying? They are God. You ain't supposed to do nothing but sit there. You know, the man's supposed to hold the door open for you. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to put his coat on the ground, let you walk on, you know, across the puddle on his coat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are some women that deserve treatment like that. You know what I'm saying? It says it in the scriptures. You know, somebody that's so soft. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, we don't even, you know, we don't even want their feet touching the ground. But that's like a Proverbs 31 woman. And that Proverbs 31 woman that's not a virtuous woman. I mean, you know, she was a virtuous woman, but she was more virtuous than all the other virtuous women. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best of the best woman that Proverbs is describing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know, okay, well, yeah, I'm Proverbs 31 woman because I'm far above rubies. I'm priced far above. That's the only thing they read. Well, I'm worth more than rubies. You know, because I'm fine. I'm not okay. No sweat. But the one that they talking about, she go get it. Like, she can make biscuits from scratch. You know what I'm saying? She can do this. She can do that. She doing this. She doing that. You know what I'm saying? She upping her man. You know what I'm saying? Now her man, you know what I'm saying, got the go get a mentality to where, you know, he's gonna get it now. So now they, you know what I'm saying, up there, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I'm just using them because of, you know what I'm saying, their the finance part. You know what I'm saying? Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Because they follow a whole different, we don't even talk about it. All right. Give me Proverbs 9 and 13.
Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
All right. It says, a foolish woman is clamorous. Anybody know what clamorous mean? You know what clamorous mean? Yeah, loud, talk much, overbearing. You know what I'm saying? You know what we call, you know, it's called ghetto or wretched. You know what I'm saying? You're always trying to start stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, you always starting mess. You always got something to say against a man. You know what I'm saying? You got 5, 6 kids, you know what I'm saying, running around, but you wasn't saying nothing against them then when you laid down with them. But once you got pregnant, you know, it's Nas, oh yeah, man, ain't nothing, blah blah this and blah blah that, blah blah this and blah blah that. It's not the man problem if you're going through 3, 4, 5 men. It's you. You know what I'm saying? So so now you done took all your kids and kept them away from their father, and that's how you got so many men for one. You know what I'm saying? Because the first dude, you know what I'm saying, y'all fell, so you keeping his son away from him. Then you get with the next brother so he can play daddy with the first son to get the first dad mad and jealous. Then he end up getting you pregnant. So now you got 2 sons. You fall out with the second husband, then you get with the third dude to make both of them mad and jealous. You know what I'm saying? To all the way till you get the 3, 4, and 5 kids. And you think it's the man's problem. No, it's your problem. You the problem. You know what I'm saying? You the one that like when every relationship when they break up, the woman always get the kids. You know what I'm saying? No questions asked. Even in the court system, they always going to award, you know what I'm saying, the mother of the kids.
Lucky if I'm
Go ahead.
You gotta be exactly homeless. Even if she homeless, they'll mess around and give her a spot and still give her the kid.
Right. They will. That's why they got all these the housing system set up. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't even like. She just the mother. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't gotta have no job, no nothing. Oh, we gonna make it to where you're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that man in the house. You know what I'm saying? You can go find you a nice apartment or a nice house. We ain't gonna do nothing but charge you $50 a month for this house, $20 for this apartment. You know what I'm saying? Your light bill will be $7. We gonna take care of you. So we're gonna give you a voucher for these food stamps or this EBT card. We're gonna make sure you got food in the house. You know what I'm saying? As long as that man don't come around. If we find out that man coming around, if he got a sock drawer in the dresser, or he got a shirt hanging up, or some shoes laying around, we're gonna kick you up out that house. You know what I'm saying? So the system is playing daddy in Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans households. You won't find that nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like we were talking about yesterday, like the white woman, when she was fighting for feminism and women's rights, she was just talking about jobs. You know, she wanted to make, you know, pretty much the same amount of money as a man would. But when it got to black people, y'all want independency. Oh, I'm just like, you know, I can handle this on my own. You know, I celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day. I'm daddy and mama. And you proud of that. You know what I'm saying? Just because that man put, you know, the man put you away. Now this is in the world, you know what I'm saying? In the world, you don't understand that putting away your woman is unlawful. You know what I'm saying? So putting away your man, he put you away, or he ended up getting another woman. You know what I'm saying? Now you done took the kids away. You know what I'm saying? You done made it damn hard for him to come see his kids or even deal with them. You know what I'm saying? And so like every milestone in that child's life, you talking down on. See, your daddy not here. It's his 5th grade graduation. Where daddy at? You know, because eventually the kid's gonna ask, you know, what daddy at? You know, where my daddy at? Well, you know, he ain't want to be around you. He ain't love you, and blah blah. I'm taking care of you. I'm doing all this for you. You know what I'm saying? He not knowing that, you know, some of that money that's coming in is coming from the father. You know what I'm saying? And then she's doing nothing but building up resentment from the age of 5. You know, I think when you graduate kindergarten, 5 years old, you know, fifth grade graduation. I mean, 6th grade graduation. What daddy at? Oh, you know, daddy. You know, he don't mess with you like that. He don't love you. He out there with his other family. Or he out there doing this. He out there doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just go to a little league football game. there's gonna be so many mothers out there versus fathers. You know what I'm saying? And most of those fathers would love to go out there and support their son playing football or baseball or basketball. But you won't even tell him what practice at, what team he play for. You know what I'm saying? And if he do come out there, you make a big scene to where he got to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, one of the coaches want to sleep with you anyway, too. So you're going to make a scene, and, bro, you got to leave, bro. You know what I'm saying? She don't want you around. You know what I'm saying? Little Ray, you know what I'm saying? He the starting running back on my team. You know, we don't need no problems around here. You know, you want to call the cops and blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to be a father. You just trying to be what you was designed to be. You know what I'm saying? You trying to raise your kids. But she won't let you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't want to be with her, you can't be with the kids either. You know what I'm saying? Or if something happened to where, you know, she chose to leave, you know what I'm saying? She don't want you dealing with the kids either. You know, she left. You know what I'm saying? All you did, you know what I'm saying, this is in the world, but all you did was get another woman. You ain't kill nobody. You ain't hurt her. You know what I'm saying? And what's funny about that is, you know, when a man go get another woman, he still takes care of the household. He still makes sure you got food and the groceries for the kids, clothes on their back. Y'all still got y'all date night and y'all nightcaps. You know what I'm saying? But he got another woman. He probably ain't slept with the woman yet. He just entertaining one right now. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because, you know, you're a dragon. You complaining about this. You complaining about that. You know what I'm saying? You dissatisfied with this. You dissatisfied with that. But you've done nothing to change. All right. Give me Job 39 and 17. Oh, well, then let's finish this. It says, a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, women don't understand too much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand what a man goes through. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like, when it's talking about being loudmouth and foolish and clamorous, you know what I'm saying? You don't understand what kind of pressure it is, you know what I'm saying, to provide, you know what I'm saying, you know, financially, physically, mentally, spiritually for a family. You know what I'm saying? You know, some women, you know, done force their way into that role, but then that, you know, then they complain about it, or they want to let everybody know that, oh, I'm doing all this, I'm doing all that. That's why I celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day. We don't need to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I may, all right, I was just checking the comments. But and know if nothing, like you don't know nothing about, especially like with the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You don't know or understand the scriptures when, you know, like when I was saying, oh, yeah, the man's supposed to provide everything. Man, well, you don't understand Proverbs 31 either. You know what I'm saying? Because all you understand is, it say that a Proverbs 31 woman, you know, she's far above rubies. You know what I'm saying? But it don't you don't read the part when it's like when she go out and she to the merchants, you know what I'm saying? She makes the bread. She makes her husband look good in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not, you know, speaking to people that's not speaking to her. Like she's not causing no scenes. You know what I'm saying? She's modest. You know what I'm saying? She's you know, other men try to holler at whatever, you know, she not giving them no attention like that. Ha and kikiing and, oh, well, you said, well, if I didn't have a man, boy, you would definitely be it. That's a gateway to lead for you to sin. You know what I'm saying? sorry, brother, you know what I'm saying? I have a husband, or I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm dealing with somebody right now. You know, let's keep this conversation to the point. You know, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You shut a man down like that, and then he'll know, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? I need to find somebody like her. Well, hey, you got a sister or something that think like you? Yeah, I got a whole bunch of sisters. They in the I.S.U.P.K. They think just like me. Hey, well, what's the number? Now you done recruited a brother into the school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now he talking to Cal. Yeah, man, I was talking to this one sister, man. Now she was so like she was cool, but like she shut me down. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to holler at her, but she was so dignified and so respectful to the dude that she was with. Like I respect that. You know what I'm saying? That made me want to call and see what's up, because I asked her if she had a sister or a cousin or something that think the same way as her, because nobody wants their woman out there high and kick with another man like that. And then, you know, he talking to Cap like, okay, well, yeah, that's sister, that sister's husband name is Woo Woo. You know what I'm saying? Now she done built her husband up just off of shutting you down. You know what I'm saying? Because that man respected a woman that knows boundaries. You know what I'm saying? That knows, okay, well, I know he trying to holler at me, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But that has respect enough for her man to shut you down and not and indulge into the attention that he was trying to give her. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, women love attention. You know what I'm saying? It was good enough. It was good enough attention for her to know that, okay, that the man desired me. Okay, I know that. That's why she got a husband, because another man desired her, and he went through the proper protocol and the steps to get me. You know what I'm saying? Now he wants somebody like me. I'm talking about the woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, now you done recruited a brother in the school. Now he finna do now he unknowingly finna learn about the scriptures and everything. He came in, you know, for a woman that respect a respectable woman. But now he done became a whole soldier in the UPK, a whole priest. You know what I'm saying? That's what a Proverbs 31 woman do. All right. That's what a sister in the UPK does. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the sisters in the UPK. All right. What was that? Job 39:17. Job. J-O-B. And you know, women gotta understand what they do when they test sons away from their fathers. You know what I'm saying? They grow up to get killed in the streets, or they grow up to get killed in gang fights. You know what I'm saying? They become homosexual. You know what I'm saying? They end up being the son that you really didn't wish for. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because of your hurt and your vindictiveness, you know what I'm saying? Like you severed a relationship that could have, you know what I'm saying? He could have taught his son the right way. You know what I'm saying? He could have taught his son. He could have just the relationship alone. You know what I'm saying? Because the son could have learned from the man's mistakes, from the father's mistakes. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, my daddy did this. My daddy did that. He did this to my mama. He did that to my mama. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But he did this right. He did that right. But I'll take that and learn from that too. I'm gonna learn from his mistakes, and I'm gonna learn from his triumphs, the things he did right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes a better man. You know what I'm saying? That will make that father a better man, you know what I'm saying, just by having his son, because you know most fathers know, okay, well, I can't live reckless no more. I got a son to look after now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta slow myself down in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Like even with a daughter too. You know what I'm saying? You know, most men really slow down when they got a daughter. They slow all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Like if you living reckless out there in the streets, man, like, you know, most men, they slow all the way down when they have baby girls. You know what I'm saying? But with the son, you know what I'm saying? But they still slow down. You know what I'm saying? We still slow down and, you know what I'm saying? Because now we know we got somebody to teach. That somebody's going to follow us. You know what I'm saying? And if I teach him and lead him in the wrong way, you know what I'm saying, he'll end up probably worse off than me. Right, and teach his son the wrong way. So now I got a responsibility, you know what I'm saying, to uphold now. It takes some fathers a little longer than others, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, just that relationship alone, you know what I'm saying, can build a better man in both of them. All right. Read that for me.
Yep. Job chapter 39, verse 17. Because God hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding.
Right. So basically, you know what I'm saying, a woman doesn't have the same understanding as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like on something they think a little too complex, or they overthink a lot of things when some of the answers are just plain and simple. Like even like with just like on a color scale. You know what I'm saying? What color is this cup?
White.
White. Now a woman might say, no, this is eggshell. You know what I'm saying? Or this is ecru. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, they'll say, you know, this microphone, you know, to me and you is black. This shirt is black. But to them, oh, it's onyx. Oh, it's you know, they got, you know, it's like 50 different shades of black, 50 different shades of blue, 50 different shades of gray, you know what I'm saying? Like they sometimes they think a little too complex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. We're gonna drop that. Let me see. Proverbs 7, verse 10. Salaki. Salaki.
Proverbs 7, verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot and the subtile of her heart. And the subtile of her heart.
All right, it says, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot. You know what a harlot is? What's a harlot?
It's like a hooker.
Yeah, hooker, prostitute, whore, pretty much. And then and subtle of heart. Do you know what subtle is? No, I'm sorry. Subtile.
No.
Subtile, you know, like the subtile beast in the field, you know, like the serpent was the most subtile beast.
Yeah.
So think of it like that. So what is it?
Deceitful, slither on their belly.
Right. So like clever. Well, I just read the Webster's dictionary. It says clever at attaining one's end by indirect and often deceptive means. You know what I'm saying? So you crafty. You know what I'm saying? So you dress up like, you know what I'm saying, with all these revealing clothes on. You know what I'm saying? You know, like they do it all the time, like to athletes. You know what I'm saying? They put all these little skimpy clothes on and they act like they care for them and looking out for them. Well, you need to eat this for your diet so you can, you know, maintain your health and blah, blah, this and blah, blah. But you ain't doing nothing trying to get to his money. You know what I'm saying? Or you act like you playing house with his kids if he got kids already. Or you want to meet his mama so bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know what I'm saying, you know, and mama gonna pick up on it because mama already know because she probably done it before in her life. But mama will pick up on something like that, like, son, hey, don't deal with her. Or the daddy might pick up like, hey, you know, I know she look good, boy. Yeah, she do look good, boy, but she really don't like you, man. She just trying to get what she can get at you. You know what I'm saying? Because she's subtle at heart. You know what I'm saying? And when that happens, you know what I'm saying? Like when you subtle at heart like that, you'll end up getting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all end up marrying or whatever, and then it's somebody else that's just as subtle as you, because you know he weak for women, and he get him another one. Now you mad. You know what I'm saying? Now you mad because now he done got another woman. Now he got both of y'all pregnant. You know, so now you want to get back at it. You know what I'm saying? And men, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop being weak. You know what I'm saying? To women like that. You know what I'm saying? Because in Proverbs, I think it's chapter 1, it says, "Get not thy strength to a woman." No, this is a mother to a son. You know what I'm saying? No, don't give your strength to a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, your woman come to the house. I mean, you know, she come in the room with you. You know, she rub your beard and, you know, rub your shoulders. Baby, put her little baby sexy voice on. I need this. I want that, and whatever she want or whatever she desire, and you be like, all right, baby, what you need? How much you want? You know what I'm saying? Same way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to inflict harm on somebody, and that dude that you know like you, he keep messing with me. He keep trying to come around and take my son from him and blah blah this and blah blah. He just won't leave us alone. You tell a nigga come over here tonight. I'm gonna be over there. Tell a nigga come over there. It's going down. I got some heat for him. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you know that dude love you, and you done wooed him and wowed him to come over there and defend because you think she in danger. So he think he coming over there to defend something because he want to play tough guy because he trying to impress. You know what I'm saying? And all the dude is, you know what I'm saying, is want to see his son. That'll make his day. I mean, I'll leave y'all alone. I just want to see my son. Can I get a 10 minutes, an hour, whatever? I just need to see my son. I just want to just be around my son. That's it. But then you call that dude over there. He already got, you know, malice in his heart. You know what I'm saying? But when he should have been a real man, it was like, well, why you won't let that man see his son? You know what I'm saying? Okay, let that man see his son. Like, okay, I understand. Okay, y'all done parted ways. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no divorce in the, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done parted ways. Let that man see his son. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be damned if, you know what I'm saying, if, you know what I'm saying, you know, my baby mama, you know what I'm saying, we in the world, would, you know what I'm saying, take me away from my son. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like that's a death blow, you know, keeping somebody away from their kids. You know what I'm saying? Now just imagine if that shoe was on the other foot. You know what I'm saying? Where the man takes the kids away from the woman. And it's happened before. I've dealt with it before. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, and I know she hurt. Just imagine like Dwayne Wade's his first child's mother. You know what I'm saying? You know, because his first child, like his high school sweetheart, you know what I'm saying, Dwayne Wade was homeless. You know what I'm saying? His first child's mother, you know what I'm saying, her mother, you know, they took him in, you know what I'm saying, clothed him, fed him, you know what I'm saying, gave him a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? He graduated high school, ended up going to college on scholarship, ended up getting drafted. You know what I'm saying? All because, you know, they took him in. You know, they had a child. You know what I'm saying? He got his, you know, his millions. And then later on, he ended up filing for custody. He took the kid. I don't know if he lied or not, but he ended up taking the kids away from the mother. You know what I'm saying? And so, and you see the result of one of them.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now he got a woman that rule him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine how that first child mother felt. I know she felt like betrayed or just down, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I dealt with it before. You know what I'm saying? Most high grass, I ain't got to deal with it no more. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I was dealing with somebody that they was going through that. You know what I'm saying? And just to see them, you know what I'm saying, cry every day because they miss their kids. You know what I'm saying? A FaceTime call is not enough. It may be good for, you know, the first few minutes, you know, while they doing it, but once they hang up, you know what I'm saying, they go back into a depression. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially for a mother, because you know that's what a mother's there for, to nurture kids. You know what I'm saying? You know they crying every day. You know what I'm saying? They not giving you the full attention. I'm not gonna say attention, like, you know what I'm saying, but they not being a wife. You know what I'm saying, to you, or a friend, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a whole side of them that distracted about them missing their kids. You know what I'm saying? That's when it happens on the other foot. So just imagine with a man. You know what I'm saying? We're not as emotional as women, but it still affects men. You know what I'm saying? Men are just not, you know what I'm saying? We just not hardcore to where we don't love kids. Or like, man, I know like some of my brothers right now, man, I'm talking about they probably at football practice with their kids right now. You know what I'm saying? Or they probably, you know, outside in the yard, you know what I'm saying? They throwing around the because they love their kids. Running races with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they love their kids. And will die for them. And will kill for them. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine you trying to die and kill for somebody else's kid only because you just trying to win the woman. You know what I'm saying? Then you trying to play Captain Save, and then you end up getting beat up or shot real bad. And now you think in your head, man, I shouldn't have tried to defend that bitch. Salaki. I shouldn't have even tried to defend her. She just could have let that man seen his kids. You know what I'm saying? But it's wicked women that keep their kids from the learning and the guidance that a father would give their children. You know what I'm saying? All right, some of the synonyms for subtile, you know, is beguiling, crafty, cunning, devious, scheming, shrewd, slick, sly, tricky, or wily. You know what I'm saying? Give me Lamentations 4 and verse 3. Like, and some of these wicked women now, you know what I'm saying, they don't even want the kids. You know, they just want them for benefits. Yeah, they cashing in. You know what I'm saying? You got 3, 4, 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? You yell and cuss and fuss at them all day. You don't care if they eat or not. You know what I'm saying? But then when it's tax time, you sure do put their Social Security down on that paper. Quick. You know what I'm saying? The very first day you can file your taxes, you hurry up and do it so the father don't do it. Like, you already everything filled out. All you got to do is hit send on TurboTax or whatever thing you use. Like you got everything filled out. Soon as they say, okay, yeah, you can file your taxes on this date, you the first one in line. Oh yeah, gonna send mine through before they daddy come try to file and claim them. You know what I'm saying? You don't even care about the kid. You know what I'm saying? You call the kids. You call the kid's father all the time. Oh yeah, the baby needs shoes. The baby need diapers. You know, send me $300. Man, I ain't never. Well, let me take that back because that milk, that Infamil and Similac, hey, look here. That stuff is high. Man, I was standing in line at the grocery store one day, and this sister had a case of them. So the cashier, she ringing them, you know, scanning them through. And I was like, the price said like $30-something for a can. I was like, is that for the case? She's like, nah, that's for one can. I say, $35 for one can and you got a whole case of them? And she was like, yeah, and this is without WIC. That's without the government assistance. Because with the government assistance, I think it's like $15 or $25. Yeah, so it was like $35, $40 for a can of the little dry milk. And she had a whole like 2 cases of them. Now I know it's high, but if that baby not, hey, look at that, you better go in there in the back and get some of that boarding milk. You know what I'm saying? Or shoot, you better breastfeed or something. I'll buy you a breast pump. But yeah, that stuff is expensive. But at the same time, you sit up here asking for money that you know you're not gonna use on the kids. You know what I'm saying? You at well, John, he need some money for school. He need $300. Man, that kid is in kindergarten. They ain't got nothing that costs $300 in kindergarten. But you want that new lace front and a new heels so you can go hold around at the club later on in the week. You know what I'm saying? But then you always tell your kids, oh, your daddy, he don't never help out. He ain't never gave me no money. You know what I'm saying? But if your kids had sense when they get older, like, well, mama, you ain't never had no job, but you always got some Louis Vuitton and stuff on. You was always looking like you had something in them pictures that you take every day. And we walking around with dirty socks on, pull up shirts. You know? Yeah, the boy wearing girl socks. Good night. Not the ones with the little ruffles at the bottom of them. Oh, pink. Oh, good night, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, you pack him around in the store. He ain't got no bottoms on. He just got a straight diaper on. But you got, you know what I'm saying? You got on Chanel, Vera Wang, Michael Kors. You got all the on fleek stuff, all the designer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, Cece, she need $500 for this and $500 for that, and then we need this and we need that. Okay, no sweat. I'll buy everything. Nah, just give me the money. That's how you know it's not spent on the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another situation. Yeah, a man have no problem on all that stuff. Oh, Junior needs some clothes? All right, big. Let me come pick him up. I'll go buy him some clothes. Nah, I go get him. I know somebody, you know, just give me the money. You ain't got to go through all that trouble. What trouble is that taking my son to go get some clothes, to go shopping with my son, to be around my son? That's not trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's craftiness, it's subtle. You know what I'm saying? They deceiving. All right. You got Lamentations 4 and 3 for me? Go ahead.
Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monsters drawn out the beast. They give suck to their young.
So like it says, in the sea monsters draw out the breast.
Oh yeah. Oh, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young.
All right, that says even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young. So even sea monsters know that they supposed to take care of their kids. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to, make sure that their kids are nourished and fed. But you know what I'm saying, you don't, you know what I'm saying, you go spend the money on lace front wigs or what they call invisible parts and knotless braids, you know what I'm saying, and 9-inch fingernails. You know what I'm saying? How do you even wipe yourself with that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But and it says but it says the daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know what an ostrich do when they had their kid? Man, once they lay them eggs, man, they gonna stick their head in the ground. That's it. And they fend for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just like with turtles. You know, once the turtles lay their eggs, they gone. Them turtles got to find their own way back to the beach, back to the water. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do when you keep the fathers away from their sons. You leave them out there to fend for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach them everything. You might think you can teach them how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. Then you let the streets end up raising them. You know what I mean? Check that door for me out. Then you let the streets end up raising them. And the streets raise them. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They become a problem. All right. We're gonna drop that. All right. I'm gonna drop that, and we're gonna go to we're gonna go to all right, Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. Everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. So your daughter, if you have a daughter, your daughter is watching you on how you treat, you know what I'm saying, the son and the father. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter is watching you how you're lying about you know what I'm saying, needing money to take care of your son. You know what I'm saying? Shalom on Christ, sir. You want to take the class? Come, sir. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter is watching you lie to your son's father about needing money. You know what I'm saying? She's watching you treat the father, you know what I'm saying, like dirt. And so when she grows up, that's what she's looking for. She's gonna treat her man like dirt. She's gonna lie to her man about needing money to take care of a son. You know what I'm saying? And it goes like that. So that's why it's very important for, you know what I'm saying, for women to let their sons, you know, be with their fathers, even though they're not with them. You know what I'm saying? All right. We're talking about wicked women. The title of the class is wicked women, you know, separate the sons from their fathers. Con, sir. Right. So you would feel right in, sir. So well, with that, I'll just let Priest and Officer YAHANNA come in and fill in. You know that, but I'll just I'll take one more precept until he's ready to come up. This is Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha. Chapter 36 and verse 21.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 36, verse 21. A woman will receive every man, yet is one daughter better than another.
No, Salaki. Let me get 26 and 12. Salaki.
26 and 12.
Yeah, Salaki. And then that'll be it for me.
Ecclesiasticus 26 and 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman will open her mouth and ha kiki with any man that gives her attention. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, even from different races. You know what I'm saying? She would take on whatever attention she gets. That's why all these women take these side body photos when they either stand in the mirror, they cock their little leg up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to, I guess, get every contour of their body. You know what I'm saying? They take about 10, 15 of these pictures a day. You know what I'm saying? They put on these eyelashes that look like fans. You know what I'm saying? They try to beautify them, beauty themselves up to where, they think they're like a model. You know what I'm saying? And, and it's all deceiving. You know what I'm saying? They got videos now to where, the Hamites, they look rough. But then after they put that makeup on, man, they look like something from a music video. You know what I'm saying? But it says, keep reading.
By every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow.
And it said by every head, so wherever she at, and giving her the attention, she gonna open her quiver to every arrow. A quiver is the thing that holds the arrows. So this is a Negro's book, all right. So it's painting a picture here, right? Eating your taco. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is painting a picture. She'll sit down anywhere. So every club that she go to, you know what I'm saying, somebody's bound to get it. You know what I'm saying? No, I'll take care of that, sir. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Yeah, so she's always, you know what I'm saying, she's gonna open her quiver to every rod that's out there, or every arrow. You know what I'm saying? That's being a harlot. That's being a whore. You know what I'm saying? And your daughter and your son is seeing this. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know what I'm saying, when that man that you met at the club, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna be the wrong person to lead your son. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna be a drug addict. He might be a molester. You know what I'm saying? And you letting this man in your quiver and in your house, and then your daughter might be next. You know what I'm saying? All right, with that, that's my time. I'm Prison Officer Habana, take over the class.
Took care of most of it. I just
Right.
add on if I could. All right, so I'm not sure exactly what scriptures you did already brought out, but you pretty much covered, like the heavy points. As far as the women pretty much separating the father from his children and stuff like that. Now, every time I teach on this subject, because I've been
done taught on this subject for a little while now, and I don't know what it is about me. First of all, hey, Shalom Yahweh Shim Yahshua Brakatah to the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shemalatah Shim Yahshua to the sisters. It's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and the Commander General YAHANNA is priest and officer of 1,000 Habanah, and this is the I.S.U.P.K Houston Wednesday Law class. First and foremost, when I tend to touch on the subject of women, I don't know, they tend to hate me, Officer Rom. They like, hey, here go Habanah teaching on, always talking about women. Leave a disclaimer. This is not pertaining to every single woman, right? Because just like all of us, right? When we teach these classes, it's not no personal attacks, but you got to understand that the scriptures say, "Cry aloud, spare not." You understand? So we have to correct our people. It's like when I go out and I be out in the streets and I'm talking to people and I'm bringing out scriptures. The first thing that a lot of people, most people, most of course our people, they always like to say, well, why is it your concern what other people, what they got going on and what's this and what's that? Give me, what's that cry loud, spare not? What's that Proverbs? Give me a second. Give me, Salaka, Isaiah 58, verse 1. The first thing that they always try to say is, well, why y'all concerned with what other people do? It's not my concern. Okay, well, what we got to understand is Israel never got punished individually. Well, I mean, okay, let me take that back. Israel, you do get punished individually, right? Like if you go and commit adultery, you get stoned to death. You and he that got, that committed adultery with you, you get stoned to death. If you do this, you get that punishment. You do that, you get that punishment. But when I'm talking about generational punishment, like we've been in captivity for it's been about 500 years now. Like that was because a lot of Israel don't follow the laws. That don't mean, like in I.S.U.P.K, we follow the law, but we still have to suffer with our people as a whole. You understand what I'm saying? So it's almost like you got, as a parent, right? What's your name, brother, again? Ryan. You have children?
Yes.
Okay, as a parent, right? You got kids. Now, you come home and the house is towed up. How many kids you got?
3.
3 kids. I don't need to know too much details. Okay, so you got 3 kids. You tell them before you leave the house, I need this house cleaned up. Or you tell them the house is clean. And you tell them, y'all don't mess up this house. Now, 2 of your kids tear the house up. One of them, listen to you, did what they were supposed to do. They ain't got nothing to do with it. But when you come home and you see that house tore up, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just automatically be like, okay, well, y'all 2 tore it up, you ain't have nothing to do with it, so don't worry about it. But y'all in trouble. No, right? I mean, I'm gonna ask you. I don't want to tell you what you're gonna say, but as a father, because I got 3 kids too as well. So you're gonna come home and you're gonna be like, all y'all getting it. Because I told y'all before I left this house, don't tear this house up. You ain't trying to hit nothing else. Because even though the one didn't do it, they didn't prevent it either. They didn't get on the phone and call you and say, hey, well, look, they up in here tearing, you know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. So they have to suffer as a whole. You know what I'm saying? They all look. That's why siblings usually like that grow up like that, especially in a tight-knit household. That's why they're so close. And even like first cousins, if they grew up in the same household, they be like brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because they suffer together. They have fun together. They get privileged together. And they suffer together. Well, that's Israel. If a million are sinning, but you got 100,000 that are keeping the law, what you think the Lord not gonna punish everybody? You know what I'm saying? We all got to go into captivity. So it's the 100,000, and I'm just giving a number. This is not like I'm not pulling this out of a scripture. I'm just giving an analogy. The 100,000 gotta be the ones to hold the other ones accountable. You see, this is the difference between the I.S.U.P.K and the Christian church. In the Christian church, there's no accountability. Why? I want to ask you, Ryan, why is there no accountability? I'm going to say young man, because, like, I don't know, anybody know me, like, I really don't like the, you know, I don't, whoever you was, you know what I'm saying, whoever you is in the world, we ain't worried about that, you know what I'm saying, it's who you going to become. So as a young man, right, I'm going to call you young man, I don't want, you know, take no offense or whatever, that's what we just, young man, that's the difference between the Christian church. Why can't the Christian church, why is there no accountability in the Christian church?
Because the Christian church, they all sinning and they all worry about money.
Give them a hand.
Pushing the same thing.
You said the first thing that came out your mouth, they all sinning. You can't have no accountability if you all sinning. I can't hold you accountable if I'm doing the same thing you doing. If I'm doing dirt and you doing dirt, how can I hold you accountable? You see what I'm saying? There's no accountability in the Christian church. But here in the I.S.U.P.K, we hold each other accountable and we hold others accountable. Why? Because we all got to suffer together. If if I got to suffer for you, well, then I'm going to correct you because I don't want to suffer no more. Like if you just don't care, you want to live your best life, YOLO, and you want to suffer, okay, cool. But I'm going to do my part and I'm going to get on you. I'm going to tell you, hey, look, I'm tired of getting my back beat. You know what I'm saying? With a whip. I'm tired of having a foot on my neck for 8 minutes, for 9 minutes, and suffocating. I'm tired of getting shot in the head or shot in the chest, or I'm tired of getting choked out on the corner just because I'm selling a pack of cigarettes. You understand what I'm saying? I'm tired of it, man. When we gonna be tired? And I know we're talking about women, but all of us as a whole, we all have to hold each other accountable. The reason why the women are the way they are is because you ain't got strong enough black men out here to be leaders, to show these women. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be stiff. You know, you sisters nowadays, listen, they so set in their ways. If you're a weak man, they not trying to listen to you. You have to be a strong black man. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to put up and be patient, and you got to correct these sisters, and you got to let them know. But that's no excuse, sisters. That's no excuse to be out here being a damn monster, being a harlot, being a whore, Jezebel. There's no excuse for that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to hold each other accountable, man. And that's what we do here in the I.S.U.P.K. So give me that scripture of Isaiah 58:1 real quick.
Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
It says, cry aloud, spare not. It's like, it's right there. Cry aloud, meaning don't hold it in. You see a sister, look at her wearing them. Man, look, she got them hoochie clothes on, just being a straight up whore. Don't just hold that in. Cry aloud, meaning let her know. Correct her. That's your job as a black man. Correct your black sisters. We walk around calling each other brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? This is my people, this is my, okay, well then that's what we supposed to be, brothers and sisters. Shouldn't brothers and sisters be able to tell their siblings, hey, look, man, I'm tired of getting my ass whooped for you. So like, it's my language. I'm like, when dad come home, he ain't trying to hear nothing. He gonna whoop both of us. Well, the Most High is our Father. And if I don't correct my siblings, then guess what? I'm gonna be punished right along with them. I'm tired of getting punishment. When are we gonna be tired? You understand what I'm saying? Sisters, when are you gonna get tired of getting drugged and, getting molested and raped? Now I'm not sitting there saying, wearing whorish clothing is an excuse to be raped. I'm not saying that. But I mean, and you can be raped, of course, you can have on anything. You got sick people out here in the world. It don't matter what you have on. But at the same time, why even put yourself? Why? Okay, if they're so sick out here, why would you subject your body to be viewed in such a way? Yourself, your reputation. Why do you? I know you don't care what people think about you, but you should care about yourself. You understand? You should care about what the Lord think about you. That's what you should care about. you should have enough decency to say, okay, you know what? I need to cover my behind up. What is it out for? I mean, really, what really is it out for? Attention? Are you mean to tell me, you know, a lot of women say, well, I dress like this and I look like this for myself. You can't see yourself in third person. You know, have you noticed when you sit in the car, you can't see your car? You don't know how your car look when you're sitting in it. Sometimes I have to let my rib drive the car just so I can see how nice it looks with all the, mods and all the accessories in it, because I never really get to enjoy it because I'm always sitting in it driving it. So I never can see it from that view. So when I do get it, whenever there's an opportunity to see it from, getting driven from a different perspective, I enjoy it in its glory. Well, if you dressing like this and looking like this for yourself, I don't know. That's kind of that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like when you really, really think about it, it's kind of weird. It's just my opinion. It's just Officer Havanai's opinion. Some a little weird with that to me. When I go and look good and I come, I throw on my UPK gear and I feel like I'm fresh, I'm doing it because I know that people are gonna see me with my fringes. And they're gonna ask, like, hey, what is that? They're gonna see me with this shirt on and say, oh, Christ was an unarmed black man. Hey, I like that shirt, brother. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna see the royalty and oh yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know that I'm not doing this for me. I'm not attracted to myself. Like I'm not trying to entice myself. So what are you doing it for, sister? You're doing it for attention. Even though you're trying to tell yourself you're doing it because you're just doing it for yourself. Yeah, you may be able to see your nails. You may be able to see your feet, but you don't see your body as a whole, as a totality. So when you're wearing these clothes, these men and women are looking at you in such a way where, they're not thinking positive thoughts. They're not thinking like, oh, she's just so, and even though, of course, they don't know who you are as a person, they're still going to automatically, oh, yeah, she out here. You know what I'm saying? Don't be in the wrong side of town. Don't be on Bissonnette somewhere looking like that. You automatically getting stereotyped. Oh, yeah, she out here with the, you know what I'm saying? She's definitely, yeah, she's getting pimped. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as much as we want to try to get away from stereotypes and stuff like that, that's what it's going to be. So why subject yourself to that? Nobody should see your body but your man. And if you don't have a man, then, okay, I could understand why you're trying to dress like that because you're trying to entice a man, but you shouldn't be trying to entice multiple men at one time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then there's a certain way you could still look beautiful and modest at the same time. You could still be covered up and still look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like what they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be dressed like that and still not be looked at as beautiful. It's all about perception of each person have a different perspective and a perception. But anyway, getting back to, correcting Israel, it says, cry aloud, spare not, meaning don't hold back what you want to say to that sister because that's going to save her life. Don't hold back what you want to say to that brother because that's going to save his life. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And shew my people their transgressions.
Go back to where it say, lift up thy voice.
Oh, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
So now they be like, so now this is when it comes to when we at camp. Now it says, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, meaning you gotta project your voice so that you can prophesy to the wind. Somebody down the street a block away should be able to hear you and be like, dang, you know what I do? My shorts is kind of, it could be a brother, tight skinny jeans on. Hey man, these pants is a little too tight. You know what I'm saying? It's to bring awareness to our people. Sometimes we don't know. We just follow the trend so much, we don't see ourselves. And we don't really understand how goofy we look. You know what I'm saying? So you put a mirror in front of somebody's face, now all of a sudden they like, hey, you know what? These pants is tight. I really only got them because, you know, the basketball team and stuff be wearing them. So, you know, these little nowadays, man, I seen a YouTube video where they was playing King of the Court. I don't know if y'all, you know what that is, but it's hooping. It's 1v1, you know, King of the Court, whoever make the basket, you know, it's like one and done. You make the bucket, it's over. Like you trying to the next person come up. So I'm looking at, I'm like, man, these little dudes got these little booty shorts on, man. Like, I hate to say it like that, man, but that's what it is. Like, they not even basketball. I'm talking about they so little and tight. I'm like, yo, it was hard to even watch. I'm like, man, I can't even enjoy basketball no more. I love basketball, but I can't even enjoy it because I'm like, why these dudes got these little bitty shorts on? And these, you could tell they like little high school kids and stuff. I'm like, man, it's crazy, man. I'm sitting there, I can't even watch it. It's like I don't even feel comfortable watching high school dudes hoop because they got these little. It's like, damn, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Nowadays, you putting on the show for the sick people out here in the world. They ain't even got it. Like, they ain't even got to leave their house. They can stay right there in their living room TV and watch TV on YouTube, and they can get everything, all the satisfaction that they need because of how we live nowadays, man, and what we think is cool. It's horrible, man. So that's why we gotta, you know, cry loud and spare not and lift up our voice like a trumpet. And then it says, what? Show what?
Show my people their transgressions.
Mm-hmm.
And the house of Jacob their sins.
Show my people. This is what the Lord telling us to do. So next time you ask, well, why are you so concerned with what everybody doing? Why y'all always got to try to correct people? Well, let people live their life. I'm doing what the Lord tell me to do. I'm not. I don't move on my own accord. I follow orders. That's how you move. We were made to give and take orders. And I follow orders. So if the Lord tell me go and correct my people, show my people their transgressions, that's what I'm going to do. By any means, I'm going to follow the power, the most high power. You understand? So if he tell me to show my people their transgression, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I mean, ain't nowhere around it. Now, you can be rebellious if you want. You know, but that's not the way we're going to get out of this hell, man. We're going to get out of this hell by following the laws, following the instruction that's given to us. That's the only way. There's no other way. All right. So now, I don't know exactly what scripture did you bring? Did you bring out Matthew 10 and 36? Let me get Matthew 10 and 36 real quick. See, what you got to understand is the oppressor has an agenda. And the agenda is to make sure that they completely destroy the black household. How do they do that? What is the best way to destroy, let's say, a gang or a group of close friends or I'm just trying to think of a tight-knit group. Okay, perfect example. How was the Black Panthers destroyed? I'm asking.
From inside.
From inside. How was the Muslim destroyed? Same way. Yeah. And then, but look, and with the Muslims case, so they got infiltrated, the Black Panthers got infiltrated. And it was like a mole situation, right? Same thing with the Muslims, but except they ended up turning on each other. That's the way that you get, that's what the oppressor want to do to every black household. They want to infiltrate it. How do they infiltrate it? They come in and, you know, they put these certain laws in place that favor, and now things are getting a little bit more even now, but, you know, a good 10 plus years ago, 15 plus years ago, you know, it was to where You make a phone call if a woman called the laws and say he did this, you going straight to jail. It ain't no questions asked. It don't matter what's what. It's she said it, you did it. You guilty until proven innocent, right? So that's what our oppressor has done. Create little loopholes for the women to be able to have what's the word? Power over the black man. The feminist movement, like the Me Too movement, all these different movements are designed for women empowerment, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with a woman. Like, I want to get this understood. Like, I want to be clear. There's nothing wrong with a woman feeling good about herself or feeling like, she, encouraged and she's, what's the word I'm looking for? Empowerment, I guess, I guess we can use the word empowerment. There's nothing wrong with a woman, needing some extra encouragement or whatever. But there's a hierarchy in the household designed by the Most High. It's in the Bible, where the man is the head of the household. It is not designed for the woman to have authority over the man or try to usurp authority over the man. It's not designed that way. So no matter what, our sisters should stop trying to, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you're the breadwinner. I don't care about none of that. The Lord put you in that position to get that money, and he could take you out of that position too. So understand that. You didn't put yourself in that position. The Lord blessed you. You know what I'm saying? So like if a woman can humble herself and understand that, then it'll be fine. Now, again, I know, I gave a disclaimer from the beginning. Sisters, don't just, think I'm just bashing you. It's not, next week we could talk about the men because they are actually held more accountable than you. It's our fault. If you want to be honest, it's the men's fault. You know what I'm saying? But right now we're talking about the sisters. You try to usurp authority over the man, and the oppressor has created these loopholes for that. You have to be wise enough to see that. Be wise enough to understand, like, man, they trying to turn me against my man. I'm not going for it. You work together and manipulate the system to work for you. Find the loopholes to where you can benefit. Y'all both can benefit. If they want to give you food stamps, okay, no sweat. Act like he ain't there, but he there. Get them food stamps. Get the welfare. Get whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with getting no welfare. Ain't nothing wrong with getting no food stamps. I don't care what. I hear a lot of people, they've been off welfare. Man, listen, we are poor. We are downtrodden. We are at the bottom. Get whatever the hell you can get to survive. But don't do it at the expense of that black man being absent in that home. Right. Them kids being without a father. Work together. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they come do an inspection on Tuesday. Well, then I'm just going to leave for a few hours. Y'all know how it go. Come on, man. Figure it out. Get it together. You understand what I'm saying? But whatever you do, don't let them break up that household. What the scriptures say, let no man put asunder. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord joined that together. Don't let no man put asunder. Don't let no man separate. Don't let no man separate that. You understand? I don't give a damn who it is. You got with that woman is to death do y'all part. That's what you say, right? That when they read the vows. But in the scriptures, that's what it is too. That's what it really is. Unless, there's some, adultery involved. But when you get with that black, listen, every black household need a black man in it. And I heard it was a quote, I believe Commander General YAHANNA said, the White House, what did it say? I'm paraphrasing, but it says something like, we don't need a black man in the White House, or we don't need a black man in the White House. We need a black man in every black house, a black household. It's something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But that's what we need. Like, y'all worried about a black president. To hell with the damn White House. We need black men in every black house. You understand what I'm saying? And running it and being the head and teaching our little daughters how to become, you know, modest and humble and serve women that serve their husband, women of honor. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we need. Instead of trying to, you know, envy the oppressor. That's what getting in the White House is. You envying your oppressor. Let them have this kingdom. It belongs to them. Once we realize that, then we'll be better off. Now, our sisters, you know, they wicked because, you know, there was a plan devised to just like, you know how the Muslims got infiltrated, turned against their leader, and turned against each other, and now they, you know, that's the same way that the oppressor has done to us, turned us against each other. Now we hate each other. Read that scripture I pulled. We're only gonna be here probably about maybe another 15 minutes. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long.
It was Matthew which?
Matthew 10 and 36.
10 and 36. Matthew 10 and 36. A man's foe shall be a man's foe shall be they of his household, of his own household.
A man's foes shall be they of his own household, man. The household gonna turn against him. You know, the daughters, they acting funny towards him because they can't get their way. The mama, you know, steady talking about the dad when he ain't around, so they automatically think he the monster. You know, anytime they argue, she going in there and crying to the kids, and you know, they're gonna automatically. I'm gonna tell you right now, kids are automatically gonna side with mom. It's in their nature. Why? Because mom carried them for 9 months, mom nurtured them. Mothers are known as the nurturer. So naturally, the kids are gonna have a certain bond with the mother off rip, where the father has to earn that, if that makes sense. Naturally, this is scientifically, like they breastfeed, they were connected, you know what I'm saying, in the womb. Even though the man put them there, they are bonding with the mom for 9 months or however many months she's pregnant. And then afterwards, they still, you know, bond, like, you know, it's a certain level, right? So the father has to earn that bonding, that natural bonding with the kids. You know, and it's definitely happens. Like my youngest is definitely a daddy's girl. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a daddy's girl, and his hands down is no disputing it. You understand what I'm saying? But I had to be around. I had to earn that. Whereas mom, don't get me wrong, she's still stuck on mom too, because that's an automatic, natural thing. Now maybe when kids get older, they kind of tend to gravitate to whoever they, you know, whatever parent tend to, I guess, the one they favor the most. But as kids, little kids, they definitely are bonded to mom first. So the father has to earn that. Now, what happens when you got a mom that's constantly talking down on the father, that's constantly, saying he doing this, he doing that, crying? What you think? The kids are gonna hate him. The kids are gonna hate him, man. And the whole time, and I'll give you a perfect example. When I was a kid, I used to watch my parents argue. I mean, couples argue. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. If you don't argue or have disagreements, then something wrong. If everybody walking around all like happy and all the time, like, you know, now in public, people should see you happy. Yeah. We should never know. Like, I should think your rib is the best rib on the planet Earth. I should be like, man, that brother right there, man. That brother's that's the right there is just amazing. That's how I should think. I should feel like that. I should never know that your rib is a straight up demon at home. You know what I'm saying? I should know that. Nobody should know that. Because what happens in the home should stay in the home. Now, you do. Now, what I mean is that, like, get counsel. Don't get twisted. I ain't saying don't let nobody know that you have problems. I'm saying it shouldn't be perceived in the general public. Now, if you got issues, do not hesitate to call and take your wife to counsel. Do not hesitate to call and take your husband to counsel. Like, I learned. I have to learn that over the time of being in the truth. You know, at first I wouldn't dare be. You know, my wife tripping and acting like I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man. I feel like I'm her husband. I can handle that. No, I'm saying, listen, now, play with me if you want to. I'm taking you to counsel. Because guess what? You brothers, you're gonna find out. They're gonna take your behind the counsel. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be sitting up in you living with her. You don't even know she in the next room. She on the phone with Captain Yatazak. Captain Yatazak giving you a call. Hey, Slacky, man, hold on real quick. Hey, sis, you there? Concert. You like, you know what I'm saying? She in the next room. You concert. You like, what's going on? Hey, all right, this is official counsel. I'm goddamn. What happened? You know, so lucky, like, you know what I'm saying? So, and you know what? It's wrong with it. And you bet not be mad at that sister. You know why? Because she took you to counsel because she loved you. Straight up. She love you and she don't want to get rid. She don't want to separate. That's what that shows. She don't want to separate. She take you to counsel because whatever she got, even if she lying, even if, you know, she just in her feelings, whatever the case may be, she's not trying to go out and commit adultery. She's not going out trying to, you know, do something stupid. Instead, she's trying to call and get. I would rather for that. At first, I didn't understand that. But as I grow in this truth, now I understand that. My wife take me to counsel because she don't want to go out here and do something stupid. She don't want to commit adultery. Because they could do that. In the world, that's what they do, right? So, you know, have some mercy on your ribs, man. And take her to counsel too. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, under the Most High, we are all children, man. And our camp leaders, they understand that, and they are the watchmen over us. They watch over our souls. So when they give counsel, they giving counsel of the Lord. Like, you got to understand, counsel is not a personal or what I think about your relationship or what I think should happen. It's not personal. This is counsel from the Lord. So whatever your camp leader is speaking, he's speaking that because the Lord is putting it on his spirit. You see what I'm saying? So it's really like when Moses was talking to the people after the Lord gave him the commandments. And Moses made that. That's what counsel is. You don't want to talk to the Most High. Because what happened? He tried that already. The people thought that they wanted to talk to the Most High until what happened? The mountains started shaking and smoking and thundering and lightning started happening, and they were like, "What the hell going on?" They was like, "Oh no! You know what? Never mind. We bit off a little bit more than we could chew. We don't want to talk to the Lord." You know what I'm saying? It's too scary to talk to the Lord. It's terrifying. Hell, it's terrifying talking to General Hyman. You know what I'm saying? It's terrifying talking to General Hyman, let alone the Lord. I don't even listen. I'd rather have counsel with Captain Yatazak than, you know, it start going higher up. You know, you get the Captain Kahan, you know what I'm saying? You like, dang man, it's Captain Kahan. Now it's going up to the general. Like, you don't want that. You understand? I just rather keep it right here. Let's get this solved. Let me do what I need to do. Count on Khan, and let's get it right. That is so, like, man, that's what every black household need, man. This has saved this truth has saved my life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't just get up here and I don't just go around telling people, hey, look, sister, you need to do this, or brother, you need to do that. Just because. Do this because I understand the beauty in what happened to me, how I was transformed, how I was re-brainwashed, because, you know, we brainwash from babies. They brainwash us to believe whatever the hell they want to program us to believe. Then once you start getting old enough and asking questions, now you can say, okay, I don't know, let me question that. Start reading the Bible for yourself, and you realize, man, a lot of the stuff that I've been taught, this ain't true. See, you got to snap out of that, oh, I just want to do what I want to do mentality. Yes, I know it's fun. Yes, I know it feels good. Hell, I'm a diabetic. I want to just sit around and eat damn, you know, gummy bears all day. Not the unlawful ones, by the way. They do have some lawful ones, great value. You understand? You go to Walmart, get you some great value ones. They do not have pork in it. But I said that to say I just want to sit around some days and just eat candy and eat cookies and eat cake and ice cream all day. But guess what? If I do that, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna end up in the hospital somewhere, fighting for my life. So guess what? The whole mentality of I just want to do what I want to do, and then, yeah, everything that's good to you or feels good is not good for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to understand the truth is bitter, but the reward is sweet. The reward is sweet, man. You just got to have patience. And we see what's going on right now. We literally living in the times where things could pop off at any moment. And you still want to live your best life, man. Come on, man. Now, of course, I know a lot of people watching still ain't going to change. And it's okay. That's not my job. My job is not to make you change. My job is to plant the seed. My job is to inform you. Now that you have the knowledge, hey, whatever you do with it, that's on you now. The Lord going to hold you accountable for that. You understand? So it says a man's foe shall be they of his own household, man. The whole house gonna turn against him. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what this black man is fighting. He got to go out here and fight society and stereotypes because he could end up being the next Mike Brown. And then when he get home, he still got to battle in his own home, man. If everybody understood life from everybody, like from the if the sisters understood life from the brothers' perspective, then the sisters wouldn't treat our brothers like that. And brothers should also understand life from the sisters' perspective. Give me it's a precept that's talking about how women are emotional. Man, I can't right now. I'm having my brain is not really I can't. It's not. I'm not thinking about the weaker vessel. Salakia. Find that for me, Ram. We got to understand light. We got to understand things from the woman's perspective too. And once we do that, we have to have mercy. We have to be like, dang, you know what? Okay, I do understand. You know, sisters have a certain way of the way they think. So let me put myself in her shoes. And vice versa. If we both do that, then we'll work together. Because a sister would be like, you know what, this man got it hard. He got to go out, go to work. You know, he getting stereotyped. I don't know if he even gonna make it home today. This might be our last day seeing him. You know what I'm saying? And then brothers got to understand, like, they at home, she with the kids all day. I know they're getting on her nerves. She just an emotional wreck right now. Let me go home and, you know, let me just sweet talk. I'm definitely gonna give her some due benevolence tonight. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and don't rub them feet. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me show her some, you know, like, let me take her out on a date night. Let me take her on a vacation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got to have these type of, you know, we have to have mercy on each other. Go ahead, Ron, you got that? 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7. You could lead it. You could drop that scripture, brother. 1 Peter 3 and 7 real quick. So lock it on the time, y'all. Y'all bear with me. First Peter 3 and 7. It's not in the Apocrypha. It's in the closer to Revelation. Between James and John. 1 Peter 3 and 7. I could read it for time's sake. Let me see. It says, you got it? Yeah, 1 Peter 3 and 7.
3 and 7. 1 Peter 3 and 7. According as his divine power hath given unto us all things that.
No, 1 Peter. Oh yeah, hold on, Salakia. Where you at? Okay. Yeah, go to first. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read 1 Peter. I'm gonna start at 1. Right. This right here is the okay. Instead of just talking about the wicked women, because Ram already touched on that. This is what you need to do, sisters. This is how you should be instead of being that wicked woman, instead of, you know, being that sister that's going to take that man away from his children, being that sister who's going to just be a straight monster or a whore or whatever. This is how you should be. How about that? Let's just talk about what you should be. You understand what I'm saying? And vice versa. And you know, also, brothers, how you should be dealing with the sisters. All right, we're gonna start at 1 Peter. We're gonna read chapter 3, verse 1. It says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands. Be in subjection. What does that mean? Meaning, don't have any objections to his authority. Now, am I saying, if he's going off or he's doing something wrong? When I say going off, I don't mean like going off or yelling at you. I mean he's straight, like he's supposed to be walking a straight and narrow. If he's veering off the path, I'm not saying don't. Hey, you should be objection, Your Honor. You know what I'm saying? Or my Lord. Something as you starting to, I don't know, you acting a little weird. You're not moving according to how I know you taught me the scripture. You taught me. So I see you not moving how you taught me. You should have objections to that. I'm not saying you can't question your husband. Hell, you Abraham questioned the Most High. You understand? Like, so who am I to tell you can't question me as my wife? I'm not saying you can't have questions. I'm not saying you can't have objections, but don't object to my authority, though. That's one thing you can't object to, because the Lord has given me this authority over you. So you have to subject yourself to my authority. Now, of course, I can't, with that authority, I can't treat you like a damn, you're not a slave to me. You're not my slave. You're my wife. You should willingly, happily do things to make me happy. You should do that willingly. I shouldn't have to be like, you should never feel like a slave. If you feel like a slave, that means you might not be doing your job as a wife like you should be. Because if I got to constantly say, hey, go in there and fix me something to eat, or I'm hungry, can you fix me something to eat, or can you do this, can you do this, can you do that? So now you're going to feel like a slave because I'm having to ask you to do everything. But if you did things willingly, then I would never have that. Listen, if I came home every time the kitchen clean, the house clean up, I'm come home from work, I'm tired, you know what I'm saying? You got my bath water running, like, I would never have to really ask for nothing, because I know you work hard making sure that I'm happy, and I will see that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all some game, sisters. I'm giving you some game. I'm just trying to get you to understand this is how the household should work, like a well-oiled machine. That's how it should work. It should be like clockwork. It says, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may be without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives. Verse 2, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. You understand? Verse 3, whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting of the hair and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel. Meaning, sister, it don't matter how you look on the outside. That's not what, especially as a man in the truth. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to, see my rib looking real nice. You know what I'm saying? Looking cute. You get your nails done. Hey, put your little eyelashes on, whatever. Get your hair done. All that. That's cool. But that's not it's what's inside. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see how well you can make biscuits from scratch or cook that unleavened bread. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure you can, like I said, I'm a diabetic. I need to make sure you know how to cook the meals without too much carbs. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to, when I look for in the rib, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the things outside of your beauty. Your beauty is what attracts a man to you, yes. But what's going to keep a man are the essential things. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I may be attracted to you. Now I'm having a conversation with you. Through that conversation, I'm going to know whether or not you have the spirit. Even if let's say you're a sister in the world, and a brother in the school, or whatever the case may be, me or any brother, decide to court you or, go after you. It's something about you that he may see in his spirit that he know, okay, yeah, she may, have this ABC wrong with her, but it's something about her spirit that I know that's in there that this sister can be, potential. I know this sister got the potential to be amazing. You see what I'm saying? And if that brother want to take that risk, that's on him. Be very careful, though, brothers. Very careful. But, it is what it is. Our sisters in the world need a husband, too. They need a righteous husband, too, a righteous leader to guide them. You understand what I'm saying? Don't just leave them hanging. You know, of course, preferably to come in the truth and, you know, clean themselves up. That would be the preferred method. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, let me keep reading. Salakia. Y'all know I'll go all off into a whole nother diatribe. Verse 4 says, but let it be the hidden man of the heart in that which is not corruptible. See, all that the fleshly stuff and desires, that's corruptible. The carnal stuff, that's corruptible. But how you want that heart, like your heart, you know what I'm saying? Your mind, that's where your heart is. Your mind is your heart. That's incorruptible. Meaning, if you have it on your mind to serve the Lord, there ain't nothing gonna stop you, man. Ain't nothing gonna stop that, your spirit. And your spirit is gonna bear witness to that. All right. Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit. See, is right there. You know what I'm saying? Meek and quiet spirit. That don't mean you have to be timid and you don't have a voice. Sisters equate meek and quiet and submissive with weak. You're not weak just because you meek and humble. You're not weak. I don't even want no weak sister. I don't know about y'all brothers. I don't, you know, man, not everybody can handle one of them, you know, opinionated women. I don't really like a weak woman, timid woman, you know, but at the same time, I want a woman who understands the hierarchy. You understand what I'm saying? You don't try to usurp your voice over mine, project your voice over. It's never gonna work. You know, you don't never see a female lion trying to outroar her man. You'll never see that. Now the men may get together and be having a damn shouting contest, but the women, they get the hell out the way. Even when the men start fighting over the woman, what you see the women lion do? Do you see her jumping in that? Hell no. She just sitting back waiting on whoever gonna win. Like, ooh, like I just see all this big, y'all know what energy. You hear that big male energy, Salakia. You understand what I'm saying? And you should recognize that big male energy when it's in front of you. That toxic masculinity when it's in front of you. And humble yourself to that toxic masculinity. In fact, it should do something to you. If you're a real woman, you know what I'm saying? It should entice you, if I understand what I'm saying. You know, but also brothers need to understand how to, you know, control your toxic masculinity too. Meaning, be wise with how you do it. And we're going to get to that. That's a little further down. It says, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is the spirit of Salakia, which is in the sight of the power of great price. Great price. Think about that. To the Lord, when you are meek and quiet, even what he say, a silent and loving woman is the gift of the Lord, right? That's a great price to have, to be that type of sister to your husband. Be that meek and quiet sister. Not, again, this doesn't mean you can't talk, but all that, come on now. Don't no man want to hear that, man. Don't no man want to hear that. You know, it says, verse 4, for after this manner, in the old time, the holy women, meaning the separate women, the women that separated themselves from those worldly women, the holy women also who trusted in the power, meaning who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husband, adorned themselves, meaning they put on that spirit of subjecting themselves, being humble, being ruled over by their, they put on that spirit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you should do. It says, let me see. Verse 5, what we at? Oh, Salakia. Being subjecting to their own husband. Verse 6, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. You see that? Sarah called her husband Lord. It would be nice to hear my Lord sometimes from my wife. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. I know you be mad at me. I know I didn't, hurt your feelings. But, just say, con out of one con, my Lord. Just see if it works. Just see what that does to your husband when you call him my Lord. Instead of just saying, con, sir, when you mad at him. Even con out of one con, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. You con out of one con is amazing. But let's see if you say, "Con, my Lord," it might hit a little different. It might hit a little different. Even if he mad at you, you might change his. You know, you never know. I'm trying to give you some game. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Verse 7. Now, that's what you sisters should be. That's how you sisters should be with your husband. Now, brothers, this is what you need to understand, you know, how to deal with our sisters, man. Have mercy on them. Verse 7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. Meaning, have that, like, you know what the scriptures say. You know everything that the scriptures say about a woman. Have that knowledge in your mind when you're dealing with this sister. This is your wife. You got to be with her for the rest of your life. Think about that. Rest of your life is a long time. Now, if y'all only been married a year and y'all having these type of fights, woo-wee, you got a long way to go. So if you miserable now, brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, now you got to try to figure it out. That's a long life. For the rest of your life is a long time. Now, do you want to be miserable for the rest of your life, or do y'all want to work it out? I strongly advise working it out instead of being miserable for years and years to come. You understand what I'm saying? Because you ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Y'all just going to be fighting and hating each other for 50 years? Come on, man. Work it out. It says, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor to the wife as a weaker vessel, as unto the weaker vessel. Hold on, Salakia. Hey, I'm teaching the class right now. All right. It says, as the Salakia, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. Meaning you understand that this sister is going to be subjected to demons. She's going to be more susceptible to having demons than you are. That don't mean you're not going to have no demons, but she'll be. What happened to Eve? That little serpent got to her. That snake, that backstabber. You know what I'm saying? In the garden, he easily persuaded her. And what happened? She brought it to her husband. She persuaded him. So what we got to understand is give honor to her vessel, meaning she gonna be emotional. She gonna all these things about your wife. You gotta you gotta deal with her. Deal with her according to knowledge and understanding that she's the weaker vessel. That's honor. It says giving honor unto her, meaning you really gotta be patient and really have mercy on her. You understand what I'm saying? It says, as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Verse 8, finally, be ye all of one mind. Meaning, y'all got to work together. If you don't understand how the household works, like if a man get a rib, you are an extension of him. Wherever you go, you are a representation of him. It's like almost like him having a bunch of hymns. You know what I'm saying? And he could be in multiple places at one time because of his wives. So be that representation everywhere you go. All of y'all, however many wives he got, all y'all should be a representation of him. So when people see you, they should not see something different than how he would act. You understand what I'm saying? Be of one mind. Y'all got to be on the same page, same accord. We got to work together. We can't be against each other when dealing with the kids. We can't be against each other when dealing with the bills and dealing with this and dealing with that. We got to be on the same page, because or it's not gonna work. You got to get it to work like a well-oiled machine, right? That's how you want the household to work. You know what I'm saying? And if we do this, guess what? We eliminate the monsters. We eliminate the ones, the sisters that want to, separate the man from the child. We'll get everything that Officer Ron brought out earlier about these wicked sisters. That's how you slowly eliminate that. and we move towards the greater goal, which is keep the black household together. That's what it's about. This is not about bashing women or bashing brothers. You know what I'm saying? This is about understanding, hey, look, you sisters out there, you being wicked. You brothers out here being weak. How we fix this? That's what it's about. Asking the question of, how do we fix this? The I.S.U.P.K don't just call out problems or corrections. We provide solutions. That's right. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about, oh, I see the booger in your nose. Yeah, it's a booger in your nose. Okay, how do we fix it? You know what I'm saying? How do we fix this, man? That's what it's about. It's not about trying to reveal the bad about the most horrible thing about a person. It's about, I'm bringing this to light so that now we know the problem. So now we got to fix the problem. Just like a mechanic. A mechanic goes to work on a car. What does he do? What's the first thing he do? He diagnoses it. You got to ask questions. I need to know, okay, what is it doing? How is it driving? Does this come on? Does that come on? What about that? Let me go look in here. Let me see how this sounds. Let me check that. Let me put the OBD thing in here. Let me check, there's engine holes. Let me look at the manual. I need to figure out, before I start touching anything, I need to know what the problem is. And your wife is just like a car. I hate to say, sisters, don't feel, you're a wonderful car. Like, don't worry about it. You're a glorious car. It's a luxury, right? But there's certain things that have problems, and he needs to fix it. He got to work on that engine sometimes. He got to put them brakes on. He got to, make sure you throw some new wheels on it. That's your nails and stuff. He may got to put some new wheels on it. He might got to throw the sunroof back a little bit sometimes. But the point is, you have to, there's a work in progress. But if the brothers are not willing to be strong enough to deal with that and work on that, then it's going to all fail. If the sisters are not, willing to, humble themselves and allow this man to work on that and lead that, then it all fails. Like any one little thing that doesn't work, it all fails. If the battery dies, the car fails. If a wheel comes off, the car fails. Everybody understand, right? If the brake fails, the car fails. Engine, we could go every component. Anything mess up, even I could even go to the AC, because in Texas, the AC stopped working. You ain't driving that car. That's a lie. You might try to bear with it for a day or two. You had the windows down. You be damn near hanging out the window trying to drive. But in the summer, listen, you're gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna have to park this. I need to catch an Uber. This can't be life. Understand? But the point, what I'm trying to say is, one little component fails, the whole thing fails. So you got to make sure everything is tight knit, right? And it says, finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion, man. Having compassion one of another. That's the most important thing. Having compassion, meaning, okay, I know this may be a little toxic what we got going on, but you know what? Today, let me see things from your view, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If you got a toxic relationship, hey, it might have started. That's what you may like, but it's okay. Sometimes it gets to the point where it's too much. We'll have compassion on one another. Understand that she had a long day dealing with the kids. Understand that he had a long day at work. Y'all work together. Figure it out. Find out the problem. Get a solution. But either way it go, we're going to keep this thing rolling. Have compassion for one another. It says, love as brethren, meaning when you married to a sister, that's your sister still. Y'all do know that, right? Just because y'all married, that doesn't mean you stop treating each other like brother and sister. Having love for one another like Christ said. That's your sister. That's your brother. Go still have Matthew 18:15. You got a problem, you go to her and her alone, and you tell her. You got a problem with him, go to him, tell him. If it don't work, take it to counsel. Treat the relationship like brothers and sisters, not on a fleshly level, on a spiritual level. That's how y'all gonna make it work, man. I'm giving you the game. That's how you gotta be. You understand what I'm saying? And it says, be pitiful, be courteous. You understand what I'm saying? Like, have pity on your spouse, man. Have compassion. Understand that we all in this, we in this together, man. We've been all suffering. We all got PTSD and ADHD and all depression and all sorts of demons. You understand what I'm saying? Have pity, man. Have compassion of each other, man. And with that, you ain't gonna never become that monster that's gonna take him away from his kids. You're not gonna become that brother who's a drunkard who wants to go beat on his wife, who wants to just leave her and go get another woman and turn her into a whore. You're not gonna do that, man. You understand? So, you know, hopefully we've understood, we figuring out the problem. So now let's have a solution. You understand? And with that, man, anybody have any questions? You ain't got no questions? Everybody good? All right, with that, make sure you pay your tithes to the men of the Lord and the ISUPK, www.ISUPK.com. Click the donation link. You understand what I'm saying? And pay your tithes, man, the Commander General YAHANNA. You know, I don't even have to go into all the things that Commander General YAHANNA does for this nation, man. Pay your tithes, man. It's that simple. And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to Officer Ron for the security announcements.
We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew, Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests. Not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We are still in the Feast of First Fruits, which started after the Sabbath of unleavened bread, which was sundown Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. So we're going to count 50 days and celebrate the 50th day, which is Sunday, June 20th, 2021. We're going to start before sundown out of the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 10 through 22. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black. Boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And these are the security announcements.
All right, with that, Amajim, which means to stand. We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the brothers, men of Israel. Amajim, Rock, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabrakatah, Yadimata, Sar. Which means turn. We're gonna face the sisters. We're gonna give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Shabbat. Majim, Rock, Yahweh Shemal Latah by Hashem Yahweh Shah, Yayim Matah, dismiss.